Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Checking out another Sencut knife with you today. This is the Borzam. Now this is an in-house design by Sencut. Now of course, obviously, you guys know we use Stevie, Sencut right down the line. But we're going to take a look at it. You've got a G10 handle. It's got some pretty nice texturing going on. As you can see, it's even got a little bit of wear in that micarta where I've been carrying it, which I really kind of like the way micarta just kind of wears and gets that weathered look to it. Now, flat scales on this one, not much contouring going on there. But open construction, I mean, everything chamfered off very nicely, fit and finish. Never really a question when it comes to, the whole Stevie Sencut line. Deep carry clip. It does kind of, the way that handle shapes out there, does kind of protrude a little bit. It is a right or left hand tip up carry. Recessed screws. Yes, very much. And we've got that, pretty much that immediate diving clip. Does pretty well. But like I said, open construction. Let's check out the centering. Do I even need to? No, not really. It's pretty much right on the ball. Maybe, yeah. I was going to say, it might even be just a tad bit towards the clip side. Just a little bit. But like I said, everything chamfered off just like it needs to be. Very well done. Now you've got a couple of different opening methods. With this one, you do have a flipper tab, as you can see there. And you've got dual thumb studs. Action's freaking awesome, man. For a $40 knife, depends on which one you get. There's like 3 different versions, and one's like $39. I think this one is like just over $40, and the other one I'm not sure. It's right. Oh, they're all right around that $40 range for these. Reverse flick. I mean, golly, I didn't even try to do that, and it reverse flicked very nicely. Maybe I got lucky. No, I didn't. Yes, I can reverse flick it very well. So if I can, come on now, you know how uncoordinated I am. One tiny thing we will talk about this one, but other than that, a little bit larger knife. Liking that coated blade. Do have a forward finger choil that you can definitely choke up on. A little bit of, in the regular grip, you've got a little bit of a ramp with some jimping going on there. Jimping doesn't really grab the thumb much, but doesn't really need to because I've got a pretty secure grip just like that. Now, if you choke up, my hand immediately goes up and it actually lays right in front of that ramp, which does feel pretty nice as well. 9CR18 on this one. There you go. Right there. But nice, very interesting, kind of a elongated drop, if you will, on that minuscule swedge. Pretty darn thin. We've been doing this lately, so let's just do it. I don't do any major cut testing or anything like that, but oh yeah, this one's pretty dang good. I mean, I've used it a decent amount, man, and that edge is still pretty crisp. Well, maybe there's a rough spot right there, but yeah, it's slicing and dicing pretty darn well. Like I said, I have zero issue with 9CR. Always had pretty darn good luck with it. But all right, spec check. Spec check. Where are we at? A little bit larger. We're going to be just over 8 inches long, almost 8 1/4. Pushing 4 3/4 on the handle, which should give us right about 3 1/2 on the blade, which it does. Cutting edge is going to be more about 3 1/4, and then your grip length is going to be pretty much 4 inches. I mean, there's my 3 1/2 inch hand, and you can see I've definitely got plenty of room left over on that one. So, quick size comparisons, a little bit further out. Of course, there's the bug out. Much larger than the bug out. And the PM2. Pivot to pivot, pretty close as far as blade goes. really close. And really close as far as, I mean, that's a pretty darn good comparison, actually. When you line them up pivot to pivot, they are right there. Pretty darn close. So, get a quick weight on it. Doesn't feel bad for its size. Let's see. 4.1? No, not at all. Or 115 grams. Good size, good weight for its size. And in the pocket, like I said, the way it's, you do have a little bit of a peekaboo going on there. Not much. Nice, deep carry. Pretty darn good retention. Could maybe be a little bit more stiff, but it goes in the pocket really smoothly. So, I don't know. I'm kind of liking it just the way it is, honestly. But the overall, well, we already talked about fit and finish. Spot on. No issues as far as that. Ergonomics, yeah. I mean, they are flat scales, but it just, I have got a terrific grip on this knife. Pocket clip, not even remotely an issue. Loving that. Feels very good in hand. Then again, choking up. You've got a good grip there as well. Has a really good feel for me. No issues whatsoever. Action. Yeah, for a $40 knife. Detent's pretty solid on the flipper. Might be tuned for the flipper just a little bit more than the thumb studs, but I can reverse flip it very easily. The only thing I wanted to talk about, and it's nothing major, the access to the lock is good. I mean, you can see there, it does have some jimping going on. So, I mean, I don't have to dig down and get it, but I think it could be a little better. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not condemning the knife for it. It's just, I kind of slip over it right at first and then catch it and go. So, I mean, huge deal? No, not at all. Could it be a little bit better? Sure. Absolutely. It could be a little bit better. But, you know, for $40, I think Sencut has got him another very solid knife. Very solid, a good sized knife at just over 8 inches long. Pushing that 8 1/4 range. So those of you that are liking a little bit more blade, 3.5, 3 1/4. I have people telling me they like more closer to 3.5. Well, this one's 3 1/4, so it's almost there. Almost there. So, not sure this would be one you would be interested in, but hey, for the larger size, it's not bad at all. Contoured scales would be nice. I have to say that. But overall, yeah, it's all right. I'm digging it. That's pretty much all I can say. I'm digging the Borzam, guys. So, really appreciate y'all stopping by, checking out the Sencut Borzam with me. Borzam, Borzam, depends on how you pronounce it. But really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so very much. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.